Hello and welcome to the Mustache Gamers show and tell of WarioWare Twisted. I'm Tyler Treese and I am joined by Nathan Hambridge. Nathan, you've played the first WarioWare game, but you have not played Twisted, correct?
I haven't played Twisted, but I am Twisted.
Yes, that's for sure. So the big gimmick behind Twisted is that it has a tilt sensor in the cartridge, so you spin the Game Boy Advance. I've been hoping for a long time that it would come out on like the 3DS since it has a gyroscope, but it hasn't happened yet. For my money, this is the best WarioWare game. I think it's fantastic. Did you like the first WarioWare game?
Oh, I fucking love that.
So
Hey, Pokeball!
it basically takes the concepts from the first WarioWare and expands on all of it. There's a lot of characters that are returning, even just like the like cutscene characters. Like Mona's boss is still that dog, like it was in the first game. Like you see a lot of those returning characters, so that's pretty great. I can't remember her story in the first game. Those might even be the same. That's Team Dinosaur. But here we are. We're spinning. It shows you what you're. Each cutscene has a little scene where you're doing what you're supposed to. Like there, I was supposed to spin. It should be noted since to record this I'm playing on an emulator, so the spinning was kind of shitty since, you know, obviously it's not made for buttons. But pick up the actual game because it plays way better than it's going to show here. So what do you like about WarioWare, Nathan?
I don't know, I just like it. It was one of the first Game Boy Advance games I actually owned.
I just love the frantic pace. I love how random everything is. Like, fucking Team Dinosaur having a fucking dinosaur. There's the dog guy who's her boss.
It's those guys!
Yeah, they're in the Touch, I believe. Oh, the
first one, they like came out of a bike and...
Oh, was it the first one?
Top.
Okay, yeah. And one of the cool things about this game, if you plugged it into Touched, you could unlock the Mona's Pizza theme song, which we'll get later here, for play on Touched, as a little collectible item. So now the mini games are gonna start after he sat through that cutscene. So there we gotta balance this, which is harder than it looks. Oh man, I love this song. So now we gotta blow out candles here, which I failed at.
Oh, you fell over.
Now I got a kick. It's a little confusing using a keyboard, since you would want to tilt the controls right to get his left leg to raise.
Yeah.
But I pressed the wrong keyboard there. So now I'm down to 1 life here, I believe. But yeah. But thankfully this is a pretty short level since it's only the second one in the game. There's only 10 mini games I gotta beat, so I should be able to get through it if I play well. God, I love this song. Mona's Pizza. So now it's gonna get faster. Each minigame has like 3 levels of difficulty. And you'll see some of the harder ones later on. Like in this one, some of these are very similar to mini games in the first WarioWare games.
Yeah, some of these look a bit familiar.
Which is kind of cool since they take like ideas, but they have a different control scheme. Although there is one stage where they don't use the motion controls at all. Each stage kind of introduces a new mechanic. Touch did this as well, where like one level would be a slice, one level would be a cut, you know, different type of stuff. Yeah, like drawing circles and stuff like that. And this is pretty much small spins. This is what this level's about. And the next level is Jimmy T's, and his level's all about big spins. And then one level's just about pressing the A button, which is Cat and Anna's. And that basically plays like the first WarioWare game. But they eventually get to a point where you're moving the system and pressing the A button. So you get a lot of crazy stuff going on here soon. So here's the finishing cutscenes to beat it. There's that cute little pig. the monkey is not cute. He's creepy.
Nope.
They threw a
I
banana.
prefer the elephant.
Yeah, elephant's pretty adorable too. The end. Oh wait, there's Mona with some pizza. And then one of the cool things about this game is after you beat a level, first off, they all show up at Club Sugar. And you'll see more and more characters here partying at the club as you progress through the game. Right now it's kind of a lonely club. It's really funny when it's just Wario there by himself partying. But also, you unlock these little capsule toys. And in my actual game, I have them all unlocked. But you get all these toys. I think each time you beat a boss. So if you play through a level and you beat the boss like 3 times in one row, you get 3 of the toys, I believe. The original WarioWare had like some of the extras, but there's a ton more in this game. I accidentally pressed the wrong button there. But we're gonna check out Jimmy T. Jimmy T is probably one of my favorite characters in the WarioWare series. From the first game, Nathan, who were your favorite like characters?
The taxi drivers, the 2 cats.
Yeah, actually, in this video,
Spit
we'll go with them.
Spit and something.
Triple and Spits, I believe.
That's it.
Yeah, they're pretty great. They have a pretty great mini game in Game and Wario for the Wii U, where they're where you drive their little car around and stuff. So things are getting funky here in Club Sugar. This game introduces some of Jimmy's family. So I can use the Game Boy to put the camera on, or put the spotlight on the different characters and they react. So you see where Jimmy gets his cool dance moves, huh?
Obviously.
I like his dad. He has like Marge Simpson hair. I think you meet his sister in a future game. So now I'm doing sit-ups, but I failed, much like in real-life sit-ups. God, the music in this is so good. So now we're turning it from day to night. The scrubbing's a little hard, you just gotta keep getting all the spots on there. This is one of my favorite, where you dunk a basketball. I just like seeing him hang on afterwards. Like catch a butterfly. So what are you thinking of
fire?
What are you thinking of the mini games so far, Nathan?
Yeah, they look a lot like sort of the original, but obviously built for the tilting.
Yeah, I really wanted to check out 9 volts, but sadly I didn't get to it in this video. But because he does all the classic Nintendo things, they do some.
Yeah, he does all the like Mario and Zelda.
Yeah, I didn't want to make the video too long though, so I stopped. But there's a really cool. One of the collectibles is a full version of that samurai mini game, and it's awesome because you have like so many different people attacking you from like all sides. It's really intense. One of my favorite collection mini games is called like Mutoid or something, where it basically is Metroid, but it's with a kitty cat, and the kitty cat has a fucking arm cannon, and you just shoot. I think it's like flies or something. I died at the boss battle, but thankfully I had more lives. But there's a lot of cool mini games in this, and a lot of just like prank phone calls and stuff. Just really crazy stuff in those collectibles. There, I beat the boss. It's a pretty simple boss. And so we defeated Jimmy. Always on his cell phone. Dinner is served. I'm trying to think what the story is here. I think maybe it involves a fly or something. I guess not. Too busy taking pictures to actually eat the food. It sounds about right. Fucking Club Sugar. Would you get a Club Sugar?
I might get a Club Salt.
I like Dr. Krygor. He's a pretty good character.
I like the alien.
Yeah, it's like Orbulon or something. It's pretty.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah. One of the good characters were introduced in Touch was Ashley. She's pretty great.
She's like the witch, right?
Yep. So there, I got a song. You can unlock like songs off the soundtrack and play them in a turntable. I'm gonna show that off at the end of the video. So now this is Cat and Anna's stage, and this one you just use the A button. So this plays like traditional WarioWare. It's not using the tilt.
Yeah.
I always love their stories, since it's always like these two kids like just going on childhood adventures, but they like let the imaginations get so wild where, you know, they're doing shit with like samurai swords and stuff. And this one,
Well,
they
in
have...
the first game, isn't someone like possessed and they have to go save them?
Yeah, and this is cool. They have like companions now. They have a little ninja dog and a ninja eagle.
A ninja what?
Eagle.
You mean eagle?
Yes, an eagle. Uh-oh, they got split up. Oh no, what are you doing? Why would you mess with the bees nest?
Well, everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention during that cutscene, so I almost got her stung by the bees.
What happens if you get stung by the bees?
I don't know. I was kind of tempted to do that, but I like Cat and Anna enough to not get them stung by bees. Uh-oh, there's something scary in this abandoned house.
It's Tyler!
Uh-oh.
Run from Tyler, children!
This level has one of my favorite boss fights. That
You just
robot...
got fucked over by an onion.
Yeah, that robot got crushed. Don't trip. This is a pretty good minigame, doing the wave.
Haha.
Ha! Punch some drops. I love how satisfied he looks afterwards.
Well, have you ever punched a drop of water?
No. This is one of my favorite. Find the bathroom stall. What's great about these is like the art style just changes so rapidly from each one. There's a full version of the jumping sheep minigame where you like just jump sheep for like an hour. Now we gotta cut hair. Jack and the Beanstalk. That's pretty great. There's a lot of these ones where you just have to press A a bunch, but they look cool enough to where it doesn't really get repetitive.
Yeah.
So here's the boss fight. You actually are supposed to turn the Game Boy Advance around, so it's a vertical screen, which is cool. I don't know how it'd kind of suck if you were playing on a Game Boy SP though. I never thought about that, but it's always played it on a micro or a regular Game Boy Advance. So this is basically a vertical shooter where you're picking noses. It's kind of amazing. So we defeated the nose only to unveil that the eyes were actually a giant nose itself. and you know, in fashion that I like how the power-ups are just fruits. And guess what? We're gonna be picking noses with 2 hands, Nathan.
What is going on?
This is not the most ridiculous shit like ever. See, if you line them up right, you go through the small noses it shoots out. Ah, I messed up.
Oh, you are fucked.
Thankfully, I do have another life, so should be able to beat it on this last try here, or else.
Or else the entire video is ruined.
I believe in my skills. I've beaten this battle many a times.
I don't believe in your skills.
Although I'm doing really badly at these first couple shots. I haven't gotten it straight up. I should point out, at this point, I did turn my laptop on its side. Because I figured that would help.
Did it?
We'll see. We'll let the results speak for itself. So he shoots little, like, boogers at you. If you don't, shoot it in time. So we defeat that first part there. And now the greater nose reveals itself. Does this not make you want to play it, Nathan? Like, isn't this not amazing?
I wouldn't be able to play it. I don't own a Game Boy Advance anymore.
Wow. If it came out on the eShop, would you download it?
I might do. I might give it a try.
You know what? They're re-releasing Game Boy Advance games on the Wii U shop now. This would work well on the gamepad, since you can tilt with that.
Can you? Does the Wii Pad have gyroscope?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it does, because on BU, yeah.
So yeah, that's like a big Game Boy Advance. That's why I like playing Game Boy Advance games on the Wii U, because the gamepad's basically a big Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
And then we turn it back and enjoy the final cutscene here.
You know what we need on the Wii U Virtual Console for Game Boy Advance?
Fire Red.
Yes, a Pokemon game.
Pokemon Green.
No.
So there's our animal friends come to save the day in a comedic fashion. Yeah, I think this is not only the best WarioWare game, this might be like my favorite game of all time. Like, I adore this game. Although the final boss battle is really tough. You kind of get into like a dance-off with Wario. It's amazing. Like, it kind of predates stuff like Just Dance, because you're using the Game Boy to do dance moves. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome. So now Club Sugar is starting to fill up here. It's becoming a little party space. I didn't know the animals come with you. Are they? Aw, no. I was hoping the animals would be in the club. They're not.
They might be. They just might be at the bar getting drinks.
That's true. So we're gonna go through one more level here. We're gonna do, who's next? I can't remember. We'll find out here. See what Cat Nan is up to.
Could you have not edited a bit?
Hey man, I forgot how to press the A button. Alright, so this is a remix stage. After every couple of sets of levels, you get into a remix stage. And these are actually pretty cool. So these takes all the mini games we've seen in the previous levels and puts them, they start off on level 2 difficulty. The first game had them on. These were all the additional Jimmy levels in the first game, Nathan.
Yeah.
So I'm going to redeem myself with the kick game, except for I don't. So now you got to jump over two things, not the trip. So it gets a little tricky here. I failed that really badly.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Well, see, on the emulator version, since you can't like change how fast you're turning, there's one of the B button becomes like fast turn, and I pressed that, and it just turned way too hard. So you gotta like change between like normal turn and fast turn, which makes it really hard to play on an emulator. So now I'm on my final health here, so I'll have to tough this out with my skillful playing. That was a close one. I barely did not touch that. I like how a cowboy hat just comes down. Like, this game is so random.
Then doesn't a cowboy hat always fall on your head when you go,
That is true, though. Time to do the wave in reverse. Boss stage. So this is actually, this is Mona's level. Mona's boss. But the car is longer now. This is one of the easier boss stages. Usually you can just stay up top, and you should be good for most of the level. So I'm just gonna chill up top here. We haven't really gotten into any of the cool bosses. One of the cool ones is 9-volt. You actually play through one of the levels in Super Mario Brothers, the NES game. Except for you spin the move and you press the A button to jump. It's really cool. And then we unlock Dribble and Spits there, but we're gonna check out like the special stuff here. I accidentally went into Wario's game since I pressed the wrong button. So we're gonna exit out of there. You can see one of his mini games is to shave that guy, which is kind of funny. So we're gonna get over here to the souvenirs and just show you what you unlock here. So one of the games is counting sheep, which we saw in, I believe, Cat Nanas. And this is a good way to fall asleep. This gets pretty tough later. They start introducing different sheep, but it takes so long to get there that we're just gonna die here and go back to the menu. And this became one of my favorite parts of WarioWare, just unlocking all the little doodads and stuff. And here's a soundtrack thing. In Touched, you could unlock these soundtracks, and you could actually spin the record. Nathan, did you ever do that with Ashley's song?
I never played Touch.
Oh, okay. Because there's a thing where it sounded like they did backmasking on Ashley's song, and it became like her saying devilish stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then finally, I have a little figurine here that plays the Mona's Pizza's little jingle here. You gotta spin it to get it to go. Kept pressing. I tried speeding up my spin there, but it did the wrong thing. So I did not spin that enough the first time, so I'm gonna take a little second to spin it here, and then we will listen to the Mona's jingle. I think the audio got screwed up in post-recording somehow. Oh well. So basically that's WarioWare Twisted. What did you think about the game, Nathan, checking it out for the first time?
Yeah, it looked alright. I'm not very good at sort of like the gyroscopy stuff though. So I probably wouldn't play it, but it looked alright.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting game, and one I really love, so I suggest you pick it up. That's WarioWare Twisted. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Goodbye.